Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Victor CourtVibes. I'm Mo, I'm sitting here with Miranda. Hey Miranda.
Hi.
We're sitting at the 2025 Hylo Open presented by Victor. And Miranda, what is your favorite vibe to perform best on court?
Ooh, tricky question for the beginning. When I'm at my really best in my game, I don't think so much. So I'm basically letting go. I have a really good rhythm, good speed. I feel really awake, a little bit tensed, but not insecure. I'm really secure in what I do, and I'm not giving second thoughts to anything. I'm just more in the zone, in the flow doing.
You have been playing here yesterday. How did that went for you?
That was partly a good match. I didn't manage to win my qualification, unfortunately, and lost in 3 games. I had a lot of glimpses of that ease that I just mentioned in my match, but in the end I didn't manage to really keep it on a consistent level, and I did manage to pull through, which is of course quite disappointing.
Can you name something that you take for training out of this tournament, out of the last few tournaments maybe, that you will work on in the future?
In general, I think that every tournament I play is valuable for my own training, and especially the losses are often really valuable to, not analyze too much in depth, but really have a close look to what went well and what really needs to be improved. I'm sure that this tournament will improve my training a lot once again.
Can you name something specific that you can take out of this tournament?
It's hard to say, it depends on the opponent. For this match, it was definitely adjusting my game more tactically and just staying really focused and clear mentally to keep doing the easy stuff.
It has been your 3rd or 4th tournament at a Super 500 level. What, in your opinion, does it take to make the next big step for you, to up in your game, to get to the next level, to get to the main draw, or even get 1 or 2 rounds into the tournament?
Right now, I'm kind of at the verge of always getting into the qualification or closely main draw of these tournaments. So it's kind of a hard fight to then always go for the qualification and win and then step up. And from my perspective, it's mostly a lot of consistency in my game to really keep the speed up that I like to play, but not only for a half a game on this level, but then also for a full game. There's just such a high speed and such a high quality from everyone that there's really not much time to let yourself down for a few points.
So how can you train this? Do you know any specific way where you will say, okay, this is helping me a lot to train this, to get used to the high speed, to get used to every shot being nearly perfect, and you have to have that consistency?
A lot of players go for a lot of quantity of training, and especially if the quality should get better, it's so important to also always have a really focused attention, and that's something that is really important for myself, and to put quality over the quantity. And of course we want the intensity in everything, but to always have a specific thing I work on with high quality, that is something that is really crucial, and I'm sure that's going to put me onto the next level.
We have spoken a lot about your training, so how do your goals look like for the next 2 or 3 or even 5 or 10 years?
It depends a lot on how, first of all, the next 2 years go for me. It's always hard to put up a very stiff frame and then say this is how it's going to be. But for sure, my goal is to really give everything I have into my athletic career and just keep the door open that I can qualify and go for the Olympics 2028. That's a huge goal of mine. Of course, I'd love to just really become the very best player that I can become without comparing myself too much to the outside, because as athletes, it's always so easy to see what others are doing, what others are achieving. But then in regards, where does oneself come from? Everyone battles individual challenges, individual injuries. And I've had 2 years of major like injury issues. So I'm really grateful and happy to be back and climbing up in the world ranking right now. And yeah, making Olympics 2028 would be a major goal of mine and also a big dream of mine.
Aside from badminton, if you're happy to talk about that, what is your career looking like?
Yeah, well, in Germany we have a quite professional setting with 2 major national centers for the badminton national team. And it's quite common that almost every athlete also does like a university degree on the side, like a lot of athletes in other countries too. Yeah, for me, I've been doing online university for the past years, and of course I also want to finish my degree within the next years. It's just not a major priority right now, but definitely something I want to get done.
What is your subject?
Yeah, I'm doing a nutritional science right now in a bachelor degree, and I'm looking forward to hopefully finishing by the end of 2026.
Aside from your sports career and your studies, you also have like, I would say like a personal project with Badminton Earth. You have been last week at the Victor Denmark Open and presented your project to the major sales team. How did that went for you?
Yeah, exactly. It was about 5 years ago that I sat together with my national team, a colleague, Kai Schäfer. Back then we were training together and were quite convinced that we have to see some sort of climate action in our sport. And we went to search for projects, for initiatives, but hardly found anything. So the solution was to create what we couldn't find ourselves and to really use our voices and speak up for the topics of climate change in sports, for the relevance of climate action in badminton. And so over the past years, we have been growing our own organization that has been active within the German badminton community, named Badminton Earth. With that organization, we've kind of managed a lot of different levels of action, and mostly a lot of grassroots action to get clubs active, to get the associations active, and have created some fundamental change within the German badminton community for more climate action. So last week in Denmark, we had the chance to speak about our projects and speak about our initiative as Badminton Earth and what change we have already seen in a positive way, but also what change we still really need to see for the sports community and how relevant it is. It's really relevant for everyone, so it's not only a personal matter for us, but more a general and a crucial matter. And it needs to be addressed not only like within the sports community, not only within athletes, but also within the systems of like associations, clubs, but also companies, federations. So that was a huge opportunity for us to speak up.
Could you imagine working in that field after your athletic career?
Maybe, yeah. I started this whole initiative beside my athletic career not because I love this topic so much, but because I thought something has to happen. And of course I am, quite passionate to see change. But first of all, I think that I want to put my athletic career first and go as long as I can, as long as I want to, and also as long as I feel I have a lot of room to improve, just get my best potential out of myself. And what I do after my career, if that is in the field of sustainability or not, it's really hard to say right now. I think for sure I'll be active and for sure I'll speak up and try to make change possible, like right now too.
I'm wishing you the best of luck for your LA qualification in 2028. And we will look forward to see whatever is going on in your life aside from your career as well.
Thank you so much.
That was the first episode of Victor CourtVibes. Thank you, Miranda, for taking your time, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.